Every decision you make is either going to be rooted in love or in fear. So, as much as possible, you need to find a way to root your decisions in love. And the interesting thing about this is that your desire for something doesn't change based on the root that it's rooted in. What happens is that your motivation to get it can be tainted or fostered based on what it's rooted in. An example in my life is back a few years ago now. I got out of a relationship and that person had gotten a Mercedes Benz. And I was like, this person doesn't see me clearly. They think that they are better. They didn't give me a chance to become everything I want to become. So I am going to get a Benz so I can flex on their existence. I'm going to use this car as a giant middle finger to them not believing in me. And I wrote down the exact car I wanted. And I've spoken about this a couple of other times, like C-Class AMG body, white with black tints, black or caramel interior. And for the longest time, my desire for this car was rooted in proving a point to somebody as a spiteful, like, gotcha. And then over time, I healed and I got over that desire to care about this person. But I realized that the desire for this car never left my body. And then eventually, as God and destiny would have it, I end up getting the exact car almost 5 years after I had written it down as the car. But at that moment, the car was rooted in love. I wanted it. I had a desire for it because it's a cute car that I think I would look great in, that I love the build of, and everything about it just made me happy. And I didn't even care whether or not the person that I had initially wanted this car to prove a point to would ever see me in it. So the car in and of itself is not the issue, but the root is, because imagine I had gotten that car at the time where I was so angry and full of like hatred, for lack of better words. Even though I had the car, it would never satisfy me as a thing, because the only way I could be happy is if I were to pull up and drive slow past that person and make them see, and hopefully they'd gasp and clutch their pearls and be like, oh my gosh, she's flexing, she's doing so good, I regret not being with her. But that's not going to happen. So imagine now I got this answered prayer and I'm never grateful for it because I had rooted my want of it in fear of me not getting things that would prove a point to somebody who was never meant to see me clearly. So I say all of this to say, check the root of the things you desire, because a poison root can only produce poison fruit. And even if the fruit looks good on the outside and it's shiny and it's glistening and looks juicy, when you cut into it, it's always going to be bad. And I don't want you getting things that you desire in such a nefarious and ill-mannered way that you don't get the chance to enjoy it because you have attached a blessing to an anchor of pain and fear.